Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing another episode of making an 8-star system with Habitable life. So this is now part 5 of this series. If you've not checked out the previous episodes, definitely go ahead and check those out first to get up to scratch with what we are doing in here. But if you've already seen those, let's crack on. So this is possibly going to be the finale of this series as well. Hopefully we can get it all finished in today's episode. We will see. But without further ado, let's get into this. So if you remember last time, we finished off with adding in a version of LP12 in here with a pretty cool glowing effect, obviously with the multiple stars going around as well. I thought it was quite a cool effect, having that sort of day-night cycle. Quite a hot world as always, and it does look awesome. So there we are. So if we go out to the major or the wider system here, so we had some Earth-like planets as well. Looks like we may need to fix some of them compared to last time. This first Earth-like in particular here looks to be a little too warm for my liking. Oh, there's a lot of right. So yeah, I'm assuming straight away we'll make this guy have a higher albedo. Let's make it more reflective. Hopefully he'll give it the help it needs. Oh wow, it's got very high infrared as well. I'm going to lower that down to 2 as well. That should hopefully give him a hand. We'll see how he does. Let's settle the sea level as well. Where are we? Settle water. Settle liquid. Is that cloud I'm looking at there? Or is that actually... Oh, so that is actually just cloud. Okay, I'm going to thin that down a bit. It's a little too much for my liking. There we go. It's probably, I think it's probably done that automatically. But there we go. So that's a little better. So hopefully that will give it the helping hand it needs. We've got Kalos over here. I think this one we designed to be like a nuclear waste world, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. I've done a lot of things in 2 weeks since I last did one of these episodes. Mainly the size comparison 24. That took my entire weekend last week, so it's been a lot going on. If you've not seen that video, definitely go ahead and check it out, because I have to say I'm very, very pleased with it, and I'm hoping you guys really enjoy it as well, because it's a really good one. I think it's quite a good upgrade over the previous years. But anyways, we got that one there. That's still chilling fine at minus 30. And we got this one here on the edge of the zone as well. How are we doing here? This one's I think this was the one with the liquid sulfur, wasn't it? Yeah, it had liquid sulfur. Yeah, liquid 97% liquid sulfur dioxide there. So a pretty nasty place. Don't want to be chilling there too long. And then Bandit 44 at the end. So the final of the gas giants. Well, the only gas giant around that star. So there's TRAPPIST-1. So we use that as our example. So now going on to the greater beyond. So now we're going further out. We've got Tabby's star over here, and then we've got the 2 red dwarfs at the end here. So Tabby's star. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with like a quick array of planets. We're going to sort of see what they turn into. So let's go with... I want to put one of those new gas giants I got in as well, because I got given some gas giants by some people for the size comparison. I'm going to try and sneak one of those in here. I think that'd be pretty cool. So if I go all the way down here, I think I called them New Gassy or something. Or New Banded. There we go. New Banded. Here we go. So we're going to see how these look. So if you remember one of the last videos where I got all those gas giant templates, well, these are from that video. So I'm going to choose one of these around. Tabby's star is larger than the sun in its stats, so we can probably have a nice full-scale solar system around this. So I'm thinking I'm going to go over the banded 3 close in. So I'm going to put that... well, yeah, we'll go with there. So all these new ones here, yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they? I'm going to go with like a Jupiter-sized one. I'm going to place it out there. Oh, so I wish I could see the grid to see the distances. Then we'll go with a second one. Then I'm going to go with probably... Let's go with 3 ice giants. Let's see how large we can actually make this, because Tabby's star's got quite a nice distance, nice range, because of how far it is from the original star. So we're gonna place like a nice set of gas giants. I'm gonna make it quite gas giant heavy as well. So it's going to be an array of gas giants around this, like a really, really large size. How far actually? Let's actually go really far out. Let's place it there. Let's see if that will work. Obviously, site or range is a subject to change. But I'm just going to see how this works. So a very, very heavy gas giant presence here. So the first one here, the first gas giant, banded 3. It's 28 masses of Earth, so not too large in size. But let's have a look at its distance. So it's sitting at 1 month orbit. So probably around the, I want to say Mercury sort of distance, 1 month. What's that in days? Mercury's about 88 days. It's actually about half the orbit of Mercury, this guy. So it's pretty speedy. I'm also going to increase the rotational period, make it spin faster. I'm also going to dissolve this orbit down, make it even closer to Tabby's star. Let's see how things get from here. Let's go 16 days. That's going to get scorched up. I'm also going to lower the albedo down. See how hot it gets now. Can it survive at 900? Yeah, I'm sure we're not. Let's see what sort of temperature it lasts to. Okay, so there's that one. Next I show now, I'm going to place the Rockies in once I've got the gas giants kind of sorted. So, what's this one sit at? This one's sitting at 2 AU. I'm going to double that immediately. I'm going to put it out to maybe 5. This one here as well. I'll make you further as 2. Double that up. Put it maybe there. This gas giant as well. Well, the first of the icier giants. We're going to have like a big gap between the gas and the ice. I'm going to put 2 ice, quite similar sort of orbits. Kind of see how they behave themselves. We've got banded 6. Actually, you know what, I'm going to actually double that. And then I think I'll double this as well. Maybe a little less, actually. I'm going to give it a bit of an increase. So they're not on the exact same plane. So I'm going to put them there. So they kind of get further and further as we go. And then it ends up with this guy over here. Does this guy actually receive any starlight from Tabby's? It does not, but it does receive light from good old Eta Carinae over there. So in orbit at Tabby's star, but not actually receiving light from Tabby's star. Okay, very nice. How's our closest one here doing? So 700. So it has obviously the cool texture with the heat effect as well, giving it quite a nice looking appearance. Looks very, very hot and scorchy, doesn't it? Oh yeah. So there we go. Then that one, yeah, those two are in a pretty decent gap between each other. That's fine. They're all around the same mass as well. Yeah, we're gonna have a change of that. I think I'm gonna make this guy a little more massive. We'll go 0.7 Jupiters with you. Maybe this one I'll do 0.1 Jupiters. Somewhere there. This one maybe I'll just double up. Ooh, that one's already a larger size. Maybe a little smaller. And we'll have one with a little less mass. Around Uranus kind of size. 14, 13, 14. And the last one, I'm actually going to make this a larger one again. We're going to sort of see how that... 0.3, there we go. So it should be quite an interesting dynamic here. Of how these gas giants play out. Let's give them some colour so we actually know who's who. Let's go a bit more of a paler orange with you. This one here. I really like this texture. This one here with the mix of the blue and the purple. I think that's a really, really cool effect. Give it an almost purpley-like appearance there as well. It's kind of like a deep pinkish purple kind of shade it has, isn't it? So let's go with something like that. This one here, more of a bluer one again. Very nice. I'll put that there. You at the end. That's the one with the more enhanced colour, isn't it? Oh no, that's more the greenish one. Never mind. And then that's the one with the nice deep blue. There you go. Cool. And then obviously very close inwards. This is the hot scorching one. We'll give that a more like a bright yellow. Why not? Okay, right. So there we go. So there's the gas giants kind of implemented around this star. Having quite a decent range as well, that last one. So now I'm going to fill it up with the Rockies. And we're going to see sort of what we can come up with in here. So I'm going to go completely random for this set. So I want to go with random Rocky. Nothing's going to be as close as the first gas giant though. We're going to place one there. Go one here. One more in the green. One on the edge of the blue. One sort of in between the first and the last Rocky and the first gas giant. Have a big gap jump between the gas giants. I'm going to place maybe another Rocky or an obscure orbit because of all the gas giants' presence. Then I'm going to place maybe 2 out here. So let's go with one there, second one there. But I'm also going to give those eccentric orbits for extra effect. So let's go down here. See what we can come up with. There you go. And then half this down. So it cuts in there a bit. There we go. Same with you. A bit of incline as well. And then double this up. Maybe not as bad as that though. There you go. So it kind of cuts around. Gives it a little more interesting look. Okay. And then same with maybe this guy as well. Maybe a little eccentricity there. Throw that in there. Little extra effect. Some of these orbits will probably get bounced by those gas giant orbits. Let's see how it all comes together and forms. So here we go. First of the Rockies. This one's also going to be quite hot. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to go with maybe a Sedna and a Mercury texture here. I'm going to kind of see how that combines together. So let's go 1 and then 2 with Mercury. So Sedna texture is in there, isn't it? Yeah. Quite an interesting look, isn't it? Hey. Are we thinking maybe more like Something like that. See how that looks. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be much liquid on this guy because it's going to be... Well, actually, how close is it actually in there? It is in the red, isn't it? Yeah, it is in the red. Of course, it's in the red. So it's increasing. I mean, I think this one I'll go over solid kind of rock. I mean, your typical sort of Mercury design. So let's go with custom. There you go. That's more like it. There's some interesting patches of colour on there. We can increase the contrast on it, make it look a little more interesting. There you go. Not too shabby. That's a little too much. Then the terrain's where we can really go at it. So quite a bashed up rock. Isn't it? There you are. Maybe lower the contrast down a bit more now. There you go. Let's sit with that. No, maybe to make things interesting, I'll give it a very faint atmosphere. Well, Mercury in reality does have a faint atmosphere as well. So let's just give it a little something, just so it has, so we can say it's got something. So atmosphere's on. A very, very faint sort of brownish orange. I'm going to go with there. There you go. Looks good. Yeah. Nice. Clouds, I'm not sure if it'd really have clouds, but maybe we'll give it just a tiny effect of clouds. There you go. Maybe I'll make them like black, so they're kind of like just sort of there. There you go. Cool. So there's the first rocky built already, so there you go. Nice. Next up we've got Akam over here. So this one here, I'm going to go with the Sedna texture on the primary. So we'll go with Sedna again. There you go. But this time I'm going to try and actually make this on Habitable. So it's sitting on the edge of the red, so we can probably make that work. We're going to give it obviously liquid ocean, so we're going to add more materials. Give it your mix of all the elements. We'll give it some oxygen, not in masses of earth. That's a little crazy. Let's give it one. Oh yeah, oxygen. Some water. Maybe, I don't know about carbon dioxide. Helium, hydrogen, ammonia, nitrogen. Give it a bit of that. There you go. Give it a nice little mix. I'll clear them up a bit. So what we want to do is we want to stabilize the phases, settle the liquid, equalize the gases. There you go. Then sea level. How are we looking? That's an atmosphere we're looking at right now. The atmosphere's covered it up. Aha! There you go. Looking good. From first glance, there's your oceans. Not seeing much on the terrain. Can we turn that up a bit? Okay. Let's go with... I'm not sure planet 13's really working. Where's planet 15? That's the one I like, with the craters. There you go, that's more like it. Yeah, I like a bit of the craters mixed in there. Settle liquid. There, that's more like it. It looks better now. Yeah, alright. Good. Right, let's see how that's looking so far. What are we looking on temperature-wise? 9 degrees. I'm assuming that's going to warm up a bit. I may give it a little more orbit, just a little further out. What's this thing's luminosity as well? It should be higher than the sun, surely. Yeah, 4 suns. Okay. Okay. Right. Now let's make sure we need to just warm it up in temperature. So let's see how that functions. Let's speed up time a bit. Just want to see how we go. Vegetation. No, I'll just do it manually. It's always more interesting. So we'll go with custom. Go down here. Okay, right. That's our primary colour there. Give it the green. High elevation. Or low elevation, I like going with the sandy colour as always, and high elevation we'll go with the white. See how that looks. So you've got some mountain ranges in there. Can we see much of the low elevation? I don't know if we can really. Maybe a few bits in there. Yeah, I can see a few bits that change when I add the yellow in. Okay, and then yeah, this colour here, that's obviously our main primary. So if you want to have a look underneath, that's what it actually looks like. You know, I just don't like to give it too much of the green because it looks a little too much for my liking. So that's vegetation colour. No, we want this colour. So, I always like to dim it down. I don't like it to be too much green like this. It's too much. I like it to have that more sort of realistic kind of look in a way. So there you go. And then, so can we see that yellow anywhere? Probably in the very low patches, but it doesn't seem to be making much of a... You can see it just has a little bit to it, but not much. So yeah, we'll keep that as a paler yellow, the sandy yellow. Nice. Terrain, obviously we can play with that. I'll keep it maybe around there. Contrast. Doesn't really do much for us, so we'll leave that alone. So lights and atmosphere and cloud. So there you go. Atmosphere, we're going to go over more. Different shade of blue. Make it somewhere around there. Lower it down. Maybe we could make it a two-tone. Nah, no two-tone. I'll keep it at 0. Oi, 0. There you go. Clouds, I think I'll leave alone. It's rotating on quite an interesting tilt as well. Look, tilted on its side a bit. Make sure to make things interesting. And then ocean colour. I always like to have a little play with that as well. See how we can make that look. Oh yeah. Always like that kind of shade. It always looks quite nice. Let's dim it down a bit. There you go. Looks good. I like it. So there you go. Quite a basic build, but looks nice. So there you go. It's another Habitable world. So let's actually see if it stays Habitable as we actually run the sim, because it could get a little too warm. So we may need to give it a little bit of albedo just to help him out. So I think that's probably what we're going to need to do actually. So give it a little bit more. Just dim that down. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep it from going. What's that orbit? There's that the 2 red dwarfs, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Also going to throw a save in here. Get that locked in. Nice. Looking good. But still a little too warm, so I'm thinking maybe just a little more albedo. Get up a little bit more. How are we doing down there? It only has 1 layer, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going to decrease the infrared a bit. So the average is cooling down from 50. So, yeah, 30 degrees average. So we look at the map here. Quite a high 40s, almost 40s area. The southern areas are the 30s. So, yeah, if you're like me, anything above 30 degrees is way too hot. So, keep that a little down. Yeah, that 40 level. The difference between 30 and 40, if you feel it in reality, the difference between 30 and 40 feels absolutely mad. And it is, or even 20 and 30 as well. That 10-degree jump can really feel different when you're actually experiencing it. But anyway, so that seems to be just sort of hanging in there. 24, yeah, that's more. Obviously, the equator is always going to be hot. 44. I mean, that's roughly sort of Earth levels, isn't it? You know, you get the hottest places on Earth sitting in the 40s, maybe the 50 if you're on a very hot day. But 43, 40s, 30s, and it cools down. That seems to be in a decent position. So we'll leave that for now. Next planet out. This one here, so we already got some nice crater effect. 40, it's sitting at 40 degrees already. So in theory, we could probably just get that cooled down with a bit of albedo in theory as well. I want to give it a bit of an atmosphere, so we'll throw something in there. Increase the albedo a bit. There you go. Let it calm down a bit. What's that in ATM? What 1.3 ATM should be alright. This one's also tilted on its side. Got quite an interesting effect going on here with all these guys. Right, so with you, again, I'm going to add the water. Materials. And add the water in. Oi, don't do that. There you go. Get a bit of the water in there. There you go. Bit of oxygen as well. There you are. Lovely. Nice. But this one I'm going to have more almost like a Mars-Earth hybrid, kind of a mix between an Earth and a Mars appearance. So I'm going to go with... Now we're looking, so I'm going to thin that down first, because it's always likes to thick the atmospheres up really high nowadays. Where's our sea level? Give it a bit of the sea. There you go. Yeah. Not going to have loads and loads though, but we'll still have land. Quite a good amount of land. There you go. Okay. I may go over red tone on this actually. Maybe a paler blue. Yeah, something like that. So nice two-tone atmosphere going on. Deep blue, and then the red on the front. Right, and now surface colours. This is where it could get interesting. I'm going to leave the surface texture alone. I'm quite happy with the way that looks. Custom. Here we go. So it's got a bit of the green. Got a bit of this colour in there. So, okay, I'm going to leave that as white. Now let's have a proper look underneath. So atmosphere off, clouds off. So that's what it looks like underneath. That's what I'm going to do here, actually. Is this colour here. I'm going to make that more of a sandy colour. Mars sand colour is probably around this sort of shade, somewhere around maybe here. Maybe a little more orange. Now, how does it look if I make this area green? So you've got a mix of the Mars and Mars green orangey dust with a bit of a greenage in there as well, giving it quite the interesting effect. Or maybe if I did it the other way around, how would it look if I did green and then orange? Ooh, yeah, see. Yeah, I think it looks better the other way around. So yeah, we'll keep this as orange and put this as green. So dim that down, make this a little more sand looking again. Quite a bright appearance. So you got that Martian kind of red. This colour here, I may actually darken those down to dark spots. Now it's just about getting that colour right. I may sit it somewhere there. Not the perfect Mars colour, I know, but maybe that should work. Make it a little more red, I guess. A little more higher. There you go. I'm going to go something like that and then keep this colour as the maybe a deeper green. So you got a bit of a savanna, Mars, cold desert kind of look, but it's still got a bit of greenage in there. So I'm going to try and aim to get this guy around maybe 5 degrees average. So not the hottest thing out there. So we'll see how that works. Clouds on, atmosphere on with the two-tone. Clouds. Maybe I'll go with dust storm Marsy clouds. See how that kind of looks. Dust them up a bit. Right, now temperature. Or rotational period, we're going to go with maybe 24.1 days, make it exactly like a Mars. Now, temperature is way too hot for my liking, so I may actually give it a bigger buff from the star distance. And also increase that albedo up. So where are we? Increase this dramatically. Big albedo increase there. See how that functions. Let's actually run the simulation. Let's also go over save, just in case anything goes crazy. There you are, looking good. Very nice. Okay. 32, so it's decreasing. How's our Earthlight doing there? 23.6, so that's decreasing a little bit more. What's the average looking? So it's still at 40 on the average on the hottest, so that's still looking fairly alright. We'll see how that survives. It should be okay. It should stay in the high 15s, hopefully. It's just those red dwarfs, isn't it? Yeah, it always spooks me when they do that. We need to readjust those orbits when we get to them. Right, so if I just put it straight to 10. So it still drops from 10. Okay, that's perfect. Now, will it stay above 0? That's our goal. I want it to sit between 0 and 10, ideally. So I need to give it a bigger kick if it's not hanging on there. It looks like it may drop. If I put it straight to 0, it does get too cold. Okay, so let's give it a little more. Give it some of that back. Let's make it a little less reflective. There you go, that should do the trick. Put it to 5, maybe. So it increases from 5. What about 10? It drops from 10. Oh no, it sits to 10. Okay, so a little more. Back on the albedo a bit. Give it 2 more points. So it's dropping from 10. Okay, great. 5 degrees. 4. Okay, so it decreases from 4. But it increases from 0. So it's sitting between 0 and 5. Roughly. Or is it? Oh, it's just sitting on the edge, isn't it? Oh, that may be just due to its orbit. Oh. Okay, what I'm going to do is... orbital period, we're going to give it a tiny 1.9. We're going to put it down to 1.93, just a tad closer. Maybe it's just all it needs just to get that little extra kick. Maybe 1.91. That should hopefully get it above the 0. But either way, that's sitting roughly where we want it, just around that 0 to 5 kind of mark. We'll have to come back and see how he's doing. But there you go. So hottest point is 12 degrees. You can see it's slightly changing with the white areas on that map there, but they're looking good. And then the colder regions is in the north, actually, because of the way this planet is tilted. If we look at it here, quite an interesting tilt. But when it goes round, that white zone will continue to change depending on where it is pointed to the star. So pretty cool. And that's quite a cool looking eclipse it's going. Well, the two-tone atmosphere kind of mixed in there. That actually is really, really cool looking. I like that. Nice. Temperature-wise, looking great. Yeah, so that's roughly what we wanted for it. Next planet out. This one here, I'm going to make it fully frozen up. So we're going to maybe throw some methane on this. Let's see how it looks. Surface textures. I'm going to go with a Venus and a Mars. Or Venus and a Pluto. Let's try that. Still it roughly there. Yes, okay. Nice. Now, Where we sit up? Sitting at -9. I think methane would probably still be a gas at that point. It's not cold enough. Okay, we'll go with water. Then we'll go frozen water. So composition. Add some water, please. Thank you. Let's go with a little bit of that. Maybe it's a cold one, so we'll give it a bit of oxygen. Bit of nitrogen atmosphere. Rather than okay, maybe a bit of ammonia as well. Right, so there you go. First of all, stabilise the phases. Give it some sea level. Some ice sort of icy. This is all going to freeze up, so -73, yes, it definitely will be freezing. So I think we need to freeze all. Makes more sense, doesn't it? Right, and then atmosphere is there. Let's get that. Why is the atmosphere not showing? I'll give it a bit of atmosphere. We're going to go over white kind of appearance. Clouds on. I'll make them quite just sparse cloud here, nothing too extreme. Surface colour. Custom. Go for a sort of brownish kind of look for it, really. So it's a pretty snowed down world. I'm going to go over thicker clouds, actually. A world of ice storms. Frozen. Yeah. Storm. So go storm and thick. They're on maximum level. So not particularly the nicest place to be. So very cold, frozen-esque looking world. And have a bit of the browner colour in there as well. Yeah, let's go with something like that. There you go. If we turn the ice and snow off, see underneath, that's what it actually looks like. Hide all the clouds and stuff. So there you go, that's what it looks like underneath. And obviously the snow and ice, add that on top. You get that. Looking good. Very nice. There you go. So that's a quick little build there, but a frozen up world. That's all we need it to be. So then moving out. Obviously got the gas giants at this point. So obviously no customization needed there. They're really nicely built. For this world I'm going to leave alone. That's already looking fine actually. Banded 2. Then we've got the next Rocky which is sitting there. Again, that's fine the way it is. Just a frozen world. That's fine. You got the purple one, you got all the last gas giants, you got this Rocky over here. Again, it's fine the way it is. It doesn't need to have any customization. It's gonna be a frozen Rocky either way. The same with you. It's all kind of like little dwarfy worlds sitting out there. Maybe we'll make the last one a super Earth, make it a little bigger. This one will make it a little smaller. There you go, and that is everything around Tabby's star. Pretty pleased with that. So there you go. Let's throw in a save. Now those two red dwarfs, we need to have a serious talk with them. Get that fixed. Right, so what is the problem with this? We've not touched it since episode 1, but they continually keep changing around. I don't like that. So we may have to give it a full new update. So maybe make one of the stars bigger. So I'm going to remove the barrier center completely. Get rid of it. Right, so Burner's star. I'm going to make you a little bigger. Make it the far dominant of the two stars and just orbit it properly. So maybe more of an orange dwarf in territory now. So let's see how that orbits. Oi, behave yourself. And have proximal orbit. You. How's that looking? Is that nah? Need to sort your orbit out. Oh no! What have I just done? What was that? What's that? Oh, that's 8 to oh, we're right in the middle of things. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. So that other star been left out there, hasn't it? It's left in the... Where'd it go? I don't even know. Let's open it again. That's why you save. Alright. Go back to where we were. Let's hopefully we can finish this up with a few planets around us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely reset those. I'm going to delete those completely. So we need to add our last two stars in again. Right, so you can actually see Tabby's stars orbits. That's how far out those last ones are. So it was Berners and Proxima, wasn't it? So place you maybe there immediately. We'll set up the orbit first as well. That's a little too eccentric. Half that down. Something more like that works. So I'm going to make this actually, I'm going to make this 0.5 suns. And then have a small, I'm going to put the smallest like red dwarf around it. So that's EBLM. This little guy. I'm going to place it in orbit there. And that should hopefully orbit that properly. Because that's a big difference. 0.5 massive sun. This one is 85 Jupiter. So hopefully should be enough to keep them behaving themselves. How is that doing that? No way. You're telling me at half a sun. So that's 500 Jupiters is getting a little bounce around about 85. Come on. Really? I don't know if I like that. The double red dwarf's a bit of a troublemaker. Oh, it is trouble. Or you know what? Maybe we do roll with what we originally had, and see with those orbits if they actually function properly. I'm gonna roll with it. If they fly in and fly out, that's all part of the game, isn't it? So let's stick with this as our original intention. So we're gonna go with it. So the double red dwarf, Proxima, Bernard star. So I'm gonna have a small set of planets around each, maybe 3, if that. I'm going to go with that alternate planet 9 texture. I've never really used this. I'm going to place it around there, at the edge of the orbit. That'll be the largest planet in here. Yeah, that weird, that different looking planet 9 that they added with a custom texture. It's quite nice though. Right, so that's in there. That's the gas giant of the system. And I'm thinking literally 2 rocky planets in this. We'll go with a small moon orbit. And then a rocket, a random rocket, and literally leave it at just that. So 2 around there, and then around you, no gas giant at all. I'm going to go with maybe 3 Rockies. 3 or 4. Have 1 very close. Have 1 there. 1 here. And a further 1 over there on the edge. There's our 2 red dwarfs. So, first of the planets. Let's get straight into the customization. 25 degrees. Warming up a little bit. Maybe it'll be more of a hotter desert kind of world. So let's go with small patches of water. Make it like a savanna kind of thing. So let's go with add the water in. Right, let's go. Settle liquid immediately. So little patches. That's kind of what I've got. That's kind of what I've got going. Yes. Now I want it to be a desert-like world. Let's give it an atmosphere. It already has one. It's building up. Nice. Okay. Maybe a more reddish Mars kind of red for this one now. So there you go. Now down here, base color. What we want. Custom. There you go. Look underneath the atmosphere and clouds. So again, I want it to be like a desert anyway. I'm going to put maybe a few patches of dark green just in near the water areas. And that's about it. And the rest of it literally is going to be desert. It's very high levels of sand and dust. Now we can use the terrain a bit. There you go. Give it a bit. And that is literally your desert. So little patches of water on there. See how hot it actually gets. But yeah, not exactly going to be the life haven of the system. So there you go, it's increasing a bit more. It's on the edge of the red though, so it shouldn't go too extreme. Albedo, we'll give it a little bit of albedo, just to have a bit of defense. See how hot it actually goes. Next planet out. Sitting at 19 degrees, dropping it a little bit. Maybe we make this the Earth-like, or the closest to Earth-like you're going to get. So, immediately give it some sea level. We're going to need to add some water first, I'm guessing. Yes. There you go. 0.1. Oh yeah, that may be a little too much. Ooh. It's annoying it keeps defaulting to massive Earth, I have to say. That is annoying. Oxygen, nitrogen, throw that all in there. Maybe add a bit of ammonia. Yeah, see how that works. Right, so you equalize the gas, settled liquid, stabilize phases. Underneath, that's what you got. So, well, you know what? Maybe I will stick with the all ocean world. Why not? We haven't got an all ocean world in here, I don't think. All ocean world, let's do it. Yeah, okay. Have it with a storm. Storm and storm. Maxed out stats. Full on ocean. Deep blue. Yeah. Few ice patches. Get all freezing. Frozen ocean. What's going on? 19 degrees and it's freezing? You sure about that? That can't be right. What's he doing? The lowest area is 16, so I'm not sure how that's freezing, but let's see how it does. That's interesting. It was freezing from the top as well. What? Interesting. Have to see how that behaves itself. Then you got the Planet 9 out there. Okay, great. So that's those three. Then over here, you got a ultra scorching hot Curio that has an atmosphere as well. I'm actually going to lower that down. Looks like it actually has water on it as well. So world in a mysterious phase. There it is. Yeah, that is water underneath, isn't it? It is. How does that work? Half ocean, half lava. God, this colour's pretty default, but I'm going to leave that alone. That's just a world that's being torn apart. This world here is looking more... I'm feeling a Venus immediately from this. Two-tone it down, give it the red. Make it Venus in appearance. Let's make it hot. Greenhouse, I'll say atmosphere layers. Let's multiply. Let's make it reflective like a Venus, but give it the layers. That'll make it pretty, oh yeah, maybe a little too much, but something more like that. It's enough to keep it going. Next planet out, we got Idle here. Oh, it's like it's building it for us. It's already giving it oceans. I mean, this is it's literally built what we want for us. Underneath, how are we looking? Yes, I'm gonna have a little more surface level on this. Nice bit of land in there. Add that all back on. Terrain, custom. Give it the green. There you go. Quick little build. I'm gonna give it maybe a paint all green atmosphere as well. A bit of a blue, green and blue combination. That's always called the two-tone as well. I really like the two-tone stuff. There you go. Looks good. Nice. 20 degrees already for us. Let's see if it actually retains that, but hopefully it does. Looking good. 20.1. Okay, and then the last planet out. This is definitely going to be a frozen rock. Gonna leave it alone. No atmosphere on this. Custom colours and freeze it up. And I'm gonna stick with that. I think make it quite small in size. There you go. And that should be our system complete. So we'll do is we'll throw a save in as well. There you go. Nice. Looking good. Oh yes. Right. And that should be everything. So if we go through our planets here, let it all run properly. 49 degrees with that hot desert world. That's cool. We've got our ocean world next up over there. 21 degrees. Planet 9, obviously, that's just our gas giant of this little part of the system in the little far corner. Then over here, you've got the hot rock, the hot burning ocean at the same time for mysterious reasons. Idle, we just built it. Nice Earth-like world, greenish two-tone. And then this world here, the Venus-like hot world. It's going to go very, very hot once the simulation runs longer. So you've got both of those guys. Then back over here, we did Tabby's star today as well. So you've got all of the outer gas giants, the Rockies, going to the inner system. That's where the interesting stuff is. So you've got the hot gas giant burning up in the close regions of the star. Got our first Mercury-like world there, the faint atmosphere. Got Akam here, nice Earth-like, nice mix of colours in there. That one's good. This one over here, the more Mars-Earth kind of mix of both planets. 2 degrees, quite cold. This one over here, completely frozen up. And also you've got the rest of the gas giants over there. What now we'll do is we'll get a full lineup of everything we've done. Eta Carinae, the far supreme in the system. Let's go all the way down to the planets though. If we can even get to them. Tabby's star. It's very bright in here. Alpha Centauri A. Bernards. Wolf. Proxima. Trappist. Got our large gas giants in orbit of all the stars. There's our lineup of everything. So, get a full list of them all. There's some of the gas giants from today. Mixed in there. They're all kind of similar sizes though. I changed their mass. The sizes didn't change. That's not a big deal. Doesn't cause any harm. They should be a little larger though. Yeah, they shouldn't all be the same size. They must have some lock feature on. So there's that carbon. I think it was the sulfuric one. the oceans, and then on to the other planets. So quite a nice list and different array of objects. There's LP12 from last episode. Got the chlorine world. Obviously got more Earth-likes in here. Quite a nice mix of everything. There's the ocean world from earlier. It's got an interesting design it's got going on there with the patches. This one here, that sort of metallic look to it. Natit. The Titan in reverse. That one had the cool, the cool crater effect. This one here is one of my favourites, a Lombi. That one was really cool. I think that was from part 1 or part 2. Got another Titan, Venus-like world in there. Got a few little ones, but quite a nice mix of ocean, hot Venus, frozen. Then you got a bit of like the desert mixes in between. You got this one here, the like radioactive one I made, the glowing stuff. Pretty awesome. Then you got oral packs at the end there. So quite a nice list of objects we've put together there. So quite a nice system. So there you go. That is an 8-star system with Habitable Life, going all the way back to that original request, which said to make an 8-star system with Habitable Life, I think it was. I think that was their exact comment as well. So there you go, 5 parts of it. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments on this system as well. And yeah, how do you find it? Nice system, good, bad? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you like this video, guys, let's see if we can go for 100 likes on today's video as well. Also, subscribe for more. Help us on the journey to 40,000 subscribers, as we are less than 1,000 subscribers now, everyone. So we are really closing it. See if we can get it before mid-August. That'd be absolutely amazing. And yeah, that will send done, everybody. Make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.